Men that's waking up to the truth. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to you know, they not just finna sit up here and have sex with anyone. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, let alone a female and stuff that they don't want back. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that gives them red flags. You see, right? Because we know what the scripture says. You can't just hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? Unless she a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? If she's selling that ass, because it's in the scriptures. You know that prostitution and stuff is all right. You know what I'm saying? If she's selling that ass and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Say she making you say she wants you to pay. You know what I'm saying? You got to up front with her. You know what I'm saying? This amount, that amount of stuff. She can't sit up here and be like, oh, I'm pleased to dwell with you and stuff, because I bet she ain't going to cough up that money. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? If you paying for it like that and stuff, right? Or you getting sexual favors and whatnot through the barter system and stuff, and she's selling it some type of way, you do not need to be. You don't have to be with her. You know what I'm saying? A bill of divorce and stuff doesn't. Uh, um, a bill of divorce doesn't uh, um, 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 have to be given to her and stuff, because her occupation is to have sex with other men. You know what I'm saying? She can't just switch up the way she want to. You got to look for the man's acceptance, and these women don't see that and stuff. But besides that and stuff, you know, uh, uh, women are gonna be using their kids like they always do. You know what I'm saying, for themselves. Don't be surprised if it be some women and stuff in front, coming to your door, finding out your address and stuff, knocking on your door. You know what I'm saying, with kids around her and stuff. Because the thing is, it's gonna be like, look, I'm in a poor situation. Think of the children and whatnot and stuff. But if you think of the children, be like, I'll just take the children. She'll be like, nah, you got to take me too. And it's like, but that's not what you trying to heighten. You trying to heighten that the children, you know what I'm saying? What about the children? Thinking about the children and whatnot. But you're using the child as you are now, right? You're using the child just so you can sit up here and have a leeway. You're using them as as a as a uh, I forgot what it's called, but you're using them. Well, you just using them for your own cause. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. So this is verse 34. It says, "In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed." You know what I'm saying? While there's men that's going out to the army, rather there's in the force. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that's going to start happening too. You know what I'm saying? Right? The force needs to get laid down and stuff in order for it to be more anarchy out here. Now, it don't have to necessarily be that, but for a lot of people, you know, they're once law enforcement is done and done away with and whatnot and stuff, and they're not out there. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen is that's when people gonna really start going nuts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women gonna be taken. A lot of women gonna be snatched up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have to worry about kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna be right there in the street getting your pussy blown out by some stranger. You see? Or at gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? An old boy telling you to suck his dick. I hate to be so graphic, but that's what it's gonna come to. You know what I'm saying? You see? Right? And all you women and stuff who love that Zane shit and stuff and that adultery that comes with it and whatnot, there's probably going to be a lot of you all's punishment. You know what I'm saying? And for all you women and stuff who don't like what I'm saying and stuff, well, guess what? How about you change and stuff so you can avoid punishment? Because that's going to be punishment for these women. That means that they don't have no hedge. You see? Right? So once again, and then it says, "In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed." In verse 34, Second Esdras, the 16th chapter. That could also be the fact that look what's going. No matter what age it is and stuff, men are being destroyed out here. They're being put to death. And the funny thing about it is this too. You Well, let me know. I'll just keep going. It says, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You know what I'm saying? So those men that you with already and whatnot and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And they're of the world, they're gonna pine away. If you got children and stuff, yes, they will be faced with wanting to eat their children. You know what I'm saying? Including you. Including you. You know what I'm saying? Because part of your punishment is that you're gonna be alone. And in that dream, she didn't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? She was the woman was in the familiar face was in a restaurant and searching through her big ass bag for something. And when I thought that it was her card, it's like here's your card. Here's your card. You dropped it. I'm trying to return it to you. I'm trying to return it to you. You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning of the dream and stuff, when I was trying to give it to her before, she wouldn't listen. She was ignoring me. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that she dropped. And speaking of which, the Wali Abashmi outside, how she was walking, she was staggering as if she was drunk or something. You know what I'm saying? Right? And what's the main philosophy that most of these women are drunk off of? That false independence. Oh, I'm an independent woman because of Beyonce and all these rappers and whatnot. Even them rappers and stuff, they not independent. You know what I'm saying? You probably independent when it comes down to taking care of your business and whatnot, but you're not independent. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because you look towards Esau Edom, the full-blooded spirit Caucasian, the elites of this world, and the false elites and stuff like Joe Biden and Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And you look towards them as being you go towards them and stuff in order for you to survive this, that, and the third. And the thing is that you ain't creating your own currency, you ain't making your own food, you ain't making your own clothes. You know what I'm saying? You're not a government within the government. You know what I'm saying? You see? And that's what you women need to understand and stuff, is a false sense of independence. You're still a slave. You're not a ruler. And that's what you need to understand, you know. And pretty much she was staggering, ignoring me, and I'm trying to get her attention like, hey, you gonna want this. Because remember, the scripture says that money is defense. Now, what's the ultimate defense, though? When it come down to money, the scriptures, it's the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's in Joel, the 28th chapter. You see? Right? And I'm just pulling it out of my scriptures. This is Joel. I think it's Joel 28. Bear with me. This is Joel 28 and 12. It says, "But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof." Right? It says, "Neither is it found in the land of the living." Because what's going to happen is that actual money is going to fail, even if they do make stuff cash. Say if they make more and more stores, or bring in that cashless society and whatnot and stuff, money is going to fail regardless, right? It says that because they're gonna hyperinflation is still going to come. You know what I'm saying? But shit's just going to be digital, right? So it says, it's already here. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to get worse. Verse 14, it says, "The death saith, it is not in me." It says, "And the sea saith, it is not with me." It says, "It cannot, and it's going to be found with a righteous man." It says, "It cannot be gotten for gold." It says, "Neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof, because it's not he that willeth, it's up to the Lord to give it to you." It says, "It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir." It says, "With the precious onyx or the sapphire, the gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold." It says, "No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies." You see, right? It's going to be this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? While she was scrambling, she didn't care about the money. You know what I'm saying, right? Right? Oh, while she was scrambling, she didn't care about the money and stuff. She was just in tears and agony. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, where are all the men at? Where are all the men at? You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? Because money is a defense, but that's not what she wanted. I was like, here go your card, and I'm thinking she wants something to eat and stuff. So I was like, let's get this and let's get that and stuff. But that's wasn't on her mind. She didn't care about her money. She cared about the men. You know what I'm saying? You see, right, right. And then for anybody and stuff, it's like, well, if you was right there, you know what I'm saying? Why she ain't whoop the wool? That wasn't the point of the dream. You know what I'm saying? In which I believe is a vision, because this is what it reminds me of in the scriptures, right? So this is since I'm here, this is Isaiah 32 and 2. No, Isaiah 13 and 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. You see, she was looking through a purse. You know what I'm saying? And the car that she dropped. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that she finna buy something in this dream. You know what I'm saying? She could care less about a card. She cared about where the men at. Where the men at. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. It says, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Right? Because all these women and stuff, they're saying men ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find out you need a man. But not only, because in this scripture and stuff, yes, there's going to be guys out there, who's of this world and whatnot and stuff. A lot of women going to run to you too. If your power is in guns, if your power is in the might that you have, if your power is in your fighting ability, you know what I'm saying, or if your power is in the ability to rule over men, you know what I'm saying, right, right, or if your ability, or if your power and stuff is the money currently and whatnot and stuff and the things you can do, guess what? Women will run to you. You know what I'm saying, right? But the thing is that you have to be a man of the Lord. You have to be part of the elect. The 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men, the 12 tribes of Israel, the government body, or the rest of the 1/3. You know what I'm saying? Men who believes and stuff, who's not of the government body. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know. That's what's going to be that's what's going to be needed. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that they're going to have the hedge. You know what I'm saying? Because we're coming into times with miracles. The scripture says that money shall perish. You know what I'm saying? That money shall let me see if I can get it. I think it's probably didn't spell that right. This the scripture, it says that that riches perish in the day of evil. You know what I'm saying? So that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Look at Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? They was making origami, art. They was doing arts and crafts and whatnot and stuff with the money because they couldn't use it. And it was all an old article and stuff where they showed the picture where it was like hundreds of dollars in coins out in the streets because they couldn't use it to buy it. No matter people was in line and stuff with money in wheelbarrows and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that the people weren't counting, like they had $100 bill, $50 bill, $20 bill, $10 bill, $5 bill, $1 bill. You know what I'm saying? The change that comes with it and stuff in this value. You know what I'm saying? They weren't coming to try to count that and stuff. No, they was going by the weights. Because if the weight was heavy enough, then that means that you had a lot of money. Meaning that they weren't counting the actual value because the value was gone. You see? Right? So what's going to happen is that the riches is going to perish, and a lot of women and stuff are going to be like this. It says, once again, Isaiah 13 and 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, It says even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? Right? So a man is gonna be more important than money. Because right now and stuff, who's the daddy or who's the father, you know what I'm saying, of all these single parent homes when it comes down to mothers. You know what I'm saying, right? And the multiple of her kids. It's the government. You know what I'm saying? The government systems. You know what I'm saying? The different things that they're allowed to do. Section 8, because right now and stuff is my body, my choice when it comes down to abortions. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to be sluts and hoes. But the thing is that you also have the other side of the women, you know what I'm saying, who like, yeah, I want to get pregnant and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because all they hoping is that the baby daddy got some rich ass job and stuff that they can leech money from through the government. You see? And that's going to get cut off too. So now you finna be sitting up here with all these babies. You finna be sitting up here with all these babies and whatnot and stuff, and you spending that money riotlessly, riotlessly. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that in a way of partying, like the money just never gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Like you got years and years and years of spending this money and stuff. So all those celebrities out there, when it comes down to this whole, I gotta spend, like Tyrese, he gotta spend 10,000, he gotta spend like $20,000, maybe 21, 22, depending on them couple of hundreds that come with that 10,000 and child support and stuff. Eventually down the line, they ain't finna have that. You see, they not finna have that. So Esau is gonna cut all that off. You know what I'm saying, right? So then, guess what's gonna be the next thing of importance? They're gonna be looking for protection. Yes, it's gonna be women out there with their guns and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what's gonna happen is that you're gonna run out of bullets. You know what I'm saying? Right? You're gonna run out of bullets. You know what I'm saying? And you're no different than most of these niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? Who squeeze on the pistol. Yeah, you go to the gun range and whatnot and stuff, right? But the thing is, in the gun range, you get to focus. You got your earmuffs on. You know what I'm saying? You got a target from however far away and whatnot, or however close. You know what I'm saying? But you're calm. It's not going to be the same way and stuff when somebody's just up out of nowhere and stuff and you in danger. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be ready to try to grab that gun. You ain't going to be Mrs. Smith off Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You over there taking gun. A lot of you women don't have practice in action like that. Now, you see the women on the movies, you know what I'm saying? And when action, when danger is there and stuff, they snap right into it and stuff. And they, yeah, let me grab this gun. Let me take it out. No, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you women and stuff, you do that when you're calm, but when trouble is there, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like old girl off iRobot. You're gonna have an automatic weapon and stuff, and you're gonna be shooting and stuff with your eyes closed. You see? Because the scripture says that the mighty men, in these times that we coming in, the mighty men, all those guys who swole, police officers that been trained military wise, mercenaries, guys that's in the army and whatnot and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Because the army gonna fuck around and get disbanded. You know what I'm saying? And when I say disbanded, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a lot of rogues, and you're gonna also have a lot of individuals where they still doing their mission and whatnot, but they gonna get separated, because if it just because you got this firepower and stuff doesn't mean that you can't go down. Remember, this is the Lord's story. This is his movie. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just be lacking and whatnot and stuff. You can be in the art of fire. You could be sitting up there, woo to woo and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's going to be some other motherfuckers who know how to shoot better than you. And guess what? They're going to blow you off. And then you got to also look at it this way, too. I don't mean to veer off. But look at it. Look at what if somebody has a vendetta against you in your own squadron? You know what I'm saying? All they're gonna do is, shoot some fires, and it's on the radio and whatnot and stuff. We're going down before anything happens and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that same partner and stuff that they are the same squadron of. What is he doing? He's shooting one of his partners down and stuff because y'all did something. something happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, because even though if you in the forest and stuff, guess what? It's not you. You could be in the forest and stuff. Some of them gonna be following the scriptures, but a lot of them not. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? It's gonna be a lawlessness within the law. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy. You see, right? And women, and if men, and it says that men, mighty men, shall be as women. Let me get it. Let me get it. Bear with me. Here it is. This is Jeremiah 51 and 30. It says, the mighty men of Babylon, you know what I'm saying, which is North America, right? It says, have forborne to fight. It says, they have remained in their holds. It says, their might had failed. They became as women. It says, they have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. You know what I'm saying? Your militants, gangbangers, you know what I'm saying? Police officers, CI agents who's trained in combat skills. You know what I'm saying? Special forces, Navy, Marine. You know what I'm saying? You see, a lot of them have gone soft. You know what I'm saying? Unless they over there being deployed and whatnot and stuff. If they deployed, they in the valley of Jehovah, Yahweh Shaphat, which is Yahweh's judgment. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? Is they either going to be protected by the Lord for those who are elected now, or they're going to get destroyed over that. You see, right, right, and more than likely probably ain't going to be able to come back. So this is Jeremiah 50. It says it's 50 and 35. It says, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord Yahweh. It says, and upon the inhabitants, well, Yahweh Shai. It says, upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and martial law. It says, right, UN troops, you know what I'm saying, United Nations. And the thing is that down there, y'all saying this would still be a foreign country. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? So what's going to happen and stuff? The spoils of war. And what is that? The raping and pillaging of women or children. You see, right? It says, and upon her princes and upon her wise men. It says, those who's wise according to this world. You know what I'm saying, right? The wise men are not talking about men of the Lord. It says, verse 36, it says, a sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. And dismayed means to be afraid. Verse 37, it says, a sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots. It says, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. You know what I'm saying, right? So the point I want to focus is that they shall become as women. So all these tough guys out here, you know, the rah guys and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, who the Lord is not dealing with according to this word and whatnot and stuff, they're going to get put down and they're going to be scared. You know what I'm saying? So guess what it's going to be? It's going to be a shortage of men. You see? It's going to be a shortage of men. And women who have no understanding and stuff, guess what? They're going to be scared out here. You see? Right? So I'm going to go back to the Isaiah 13 and 12. And it says, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Right? So I'm going to go to Isaiah 32 and 2. It's Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind, it's in a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock, in a weary land. So what does that mean? That means that a man of the Lord and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? If he's part of the 144,000 or part of the 1/3 and stuff, right? No matter what his status is, meaning that he could be your father, your uncle, your nephew, your son, your brother, you know what I'm saying, right? Right? All that, all that God brother and God sister and stuff, that's just a friend. You know what I'm saying? You know how Jake is. If you could be outside the family, but if you've been there from thick and thin, you know what I'm saying, guess what? They're gonna consider you as part of the family. That's why people be making up cousins, making up brothers. You know what I'm saying? You see, but really not related to them and stuff. That don't matter. That's just a friend. You know what I'm saying, right? You know, that you feel a certain type of way too. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a male friend, guess what? You can have sex with them. If it's a male cousin and stuff, you can have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? But once again, you women need to understand this. This man will have to accept you. You see, right? Because and guys out there and stuff, they will be on it. They will. The feminine wiles are going to skyrocket through the roof. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to try to do all that they can and stuff just to be attached. But look, for you women out there, you need to understand this. Sex sex doesn't make a default. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to be one of the elect women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sex is through marriage. We understand that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that still doesn't make you part of the elect lady. You see? Just because you had a child with that man doesn't mean by default, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna automatically make it into the kingdom. You see? And all you weirdos, you lonely women and stuff, where you leaned upon your sons and stuff, like Elder Apostle Rakah had made mention in one of his sit downs, in his previous sit downs, about son husbands. You know what I'm saying? Well, you will use your son, your only sons and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Say you got more, you got one. You'll try to lean upon your sons and stuff as your knight in shining armor and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord can do it that way. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that there's a demon in that mind frame. And that demon is that you will consider, you know what I'm saying, of him being your husband, and as, like, just like how the scripture says, let not thy anger go down upon thy wrath. In that same way, because what will happen and stuff if you let the anger no, so like, don't let the sun go down upon thy anger. In that same way, if you allow anger to continue and stuff, you're gonna continue for it to fester. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? A person can be so angry, you know what I'm saying, that they'll start thinking that this happened to him, that happened to him, and none of that shit happened. It's just going to be an avenue for Satan to persuade you with all these different thoughts and whatnot, and actually make you believe that it happened. And it's going to be the same way when women be like, oh, my son, my son, my son, my son, mothers, my son and stuff. And what it is that low key, they get to shake their head. No, they could be like, I'm in disagreements, but low key, all it is that they like, well, I'm going to use you just so I can make it into the kingdom. And you got a certain thought process and stuff that's going to hinder you from the kingdom. You women need to pray if y'all in some wicked ass thoughts like that. And guess what? It's out here in this world. That's the only reason why the Lord made the law. The reason why the Lord made the law about it and stuff, you know what I'm saying, is because Jake will fuck around and do it. Jake will be wrapped up in love so much and whatnot and stuff, and they'll fuck around and do it. Like, you got a Mexican woman, and and her son is Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that she had sex with some dude and brought forth a son. But since the son was the man of the house and was taking care of this and making sure woo, the mama had demons on her where she was liking her son. You know what I'm saying? And not liking him as a son. She was liking him as husband material. He was a son husband. You know, when they use man of the house, they like it for the rambling. When they use man of the house and whatnot and stuff, the demon was on her to be like, no, he's not your son. That's husband material. You see? And these women can't handle loneliness. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see it off of what's it called? It's called Law and Order. You got these women and stuff who can't stand being lonely and whatnot and stuff, right? Right? And she'll have demons in her head and stuff, and she'll try to poison the individual so they can't move. Try to become their caretaker and stuff. You see? You know? You know? And it's like, oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now, rape happens when it comes down to these women as well. You see? You know, and a lot of them do it and stuff because they want to be attached. Because remember, women are carnal. You see? You have the women out there and stuff who know that no other individual would like them and whatnot and stuff. So as soon as they get something and stuff, they do all that they can in their power. You know what I'm saying? You know, to try to stay with that individual. So it's gonna be dangerous. Don't look at it just like, yeah, I'm finna get me some coach. I'm finna get me some coach, man. Girls gonna be liking me with the woo and stuff. No, it's gonna be more than that because these women have demons that you as a man and Lord will have to exercise, and pipe is not gonna be the only way. You see? You know? And think in terms of this, these women have had more pipe than the sewer system. You see, right? Right, of all lengths and whatnot and stuff. So pipe is not going to be the answer. You're going to have to literally exercise demons off this woman. She's going to have to change her lifestyle, and it's going to be a lot of women who's not going to be trying to be down and whatnot. You see, and this is going to be part of the punishment. Going back to that 2Esdras 16 and 33. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what is that? That's going to be the fact that men are going to tell you women no. You see, you know, you have eunuchs from birth out there. You have men who chose to be celibate, you know what I'm saying, you know, for because they want to be focused on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You see? Because one of the major things that the elders been saying for years, you know what I'm saying, right? The Apostle Tahar, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Rakham, Apostle Ranlab, and the elders on down, what they've been saying for years and stuff is the fact that that the main thing that takes a man out the truth is a woman. And if there's a man and stuff who cares, and that's probably the traps in Ecclesiastes 7:26. You know what I'm saying? You know, that you'll be care about your woman and whatnot rather than the truth. You know what I'm saying, right? Uh 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 uh, uh you know, and a man who cares about salvation and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, why if he has a woman or not, you know what I'm saying, guess what? According to First Corinthians the 7th chapter, the woman, you know what I'm saying, the scripture says, be for men who have wives, be as though you had none. And what does that mean? That means focus on the truth, because if you focus on your wife, both of y'all get destroyed. Because it also says that the woman is for the world. You see, a man who has a wife thinks of the world, how to please his woman, because she is of the world. You see, you know, right, right. Because another thing, you know, it's lucky, but another thing is that when it comes down to these women and stuff, you know, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite and stuff. But remember, they're the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? When it's all good and glamour and whatnot and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're Hebrew Israelite, but when adversity comes and whatnot and troublesome and it's stretched for a while, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be a Hebrew Israelite anymore. They want to be a regular citizen of America or wherever the fuck they at in this world. That's what they gonna want to be. You see? You know? But then that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to rebound. You know? When they see that the ways of the world is not working and stuff and it's shut down, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go to the next best thing that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what is that? A lot of women that was, oh, I'm an Israelite, shalom, 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 brother, power to Israel and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like it's some black power bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They're going to come back and stuff and be like, I always been there. You know, and I want I want to show this video so bad. You know what I'm saying? I want to show this video so bad and stuff because it lines up with this Isaiah 32. You know what I'm saying? Right? So once again, it's Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's strong winds outside, what you trying to do? You trying to go into a building. You know what I'm saying? You know, where you won't get blown away. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get walls covered and stuff. And what is that? What is that? That's deliverance, right? It says a man should be what? A hiding place. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're hiding from what? Something that's disastrous, something that's troublesome. So it means that a man is going to be your deliverance. It says a covert from the tempest. You know what I'm saying? A man is going to be your deliverance. The tempest, the winds, you know what I'm saying? The dry place, the weary land and stuff. Those are all things that will bring forth some type of destruction or even death. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is saying that I'm going to send a man, you know what I'm saying? You know, and he brings out different examples. It says, as rivers of water in a dry place. You know, you're suffering from dehydration and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if you see some water and whatnot and stuff, what do you think a person gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, oh, I'm so thirsty. You know, probably can't even get the word out. You know what I'm saying? Tongue probably crumbling at the tip. You know what I'm saying? So what are they gonna do? They see a coconut tree, or they hallucinate and they see a vending machine and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They gonna run towards that. You see? You know, like what was it? Lion King. Simba was in that parched land before Timon and Pumbaa came through. Timon and Pumbaa was Simba's actual deliverance, because they knew what they call it, a water hole. They knew where they can find water for him to wake him up. You see, you know, because other than that, Simba would have died. The vultures would have got to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he would have died. He probably would have had something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, if he would have caught one of those vultures, you know what I'm saying? But he more than likely wasn't gonna have the strength to fight off all of them anyways. You see? You know, right? Right, but pretty much Timon and Pumbaa was the deliverance, you know what I'm saying, of Simba, because they knew where to get water. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And it's gonna be the same way when it comes down to it's gonna be this it's gonna be the same way with a man, but it's gonna be the same way with a man. First and foremost, he got to be an Israelite man, and then first and foremost on that and stuff, he has to be part of the elect, of the 144,000 or the 1/3. You know what I'm saying, right? No matter how he look, right? So it says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. When it's hot as hell and stuff, you know what I'm saying, there's no place for AC. What people do, they try to cover for shade and a great rock and whatnot and stuff, depending on how the sun is beaming. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's beaming on the rock, you know what I'm saying, you know, then guess what? People are going to go behind that rock, you know what I'm saying, so they can cool off. You see? You know? Because what's been happening and stuff, you know, people who do these delivery jobs and stuff, and they're out there in the heat, you know what I'm saying, they be fainting. You know what I'm saying? You know, they be fainting and stuff because of the heat and whatnot and stuff, right? You know, they either need water, you know what I'm saying, right? Which is deliverance from fainting the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? Or they need shade and stuff so their body temperatures can cool down. You see? You know? So it's all deliverance. A man is gonna be a deliverance. On one. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right? Right? And Apostle Bar, he did a sit down years ago, like a year ago. He said that men represents order and women represents chaos. Now the only ones who's going to be in order, you know what I'm saying, are going to be men of the Lord, those who seeking for salvation. You know what I'm saying? You know, the scripture says in Proverbs 22:3, which I'm going to grab, you know, is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. It says, but the simple pass on and are punished. You know what I'm saying? By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor in life. You see? It says thorns and snares are in the way of the forward. Forward meaning wicked. It says he that doeth keep his soul shall far from them shall be far from them. You see, and the thing is that the next scripture and stuff is train up a child in the way that he shall go. Well, we was all newborn babes, and we've been taught by the help by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? Through the Holy Spirit and stuff, which is the understanding to understand these things and stuff. So with the Lord giving us the frontlets to be able to spiritually see what's going on through the scriptures, and then actually being able to measure the time diligently by the way of the prophecies and how the things are going on, right? To see how close we are, we're able to see it's like we need to be like this, we need to be like that, and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when this Isaiah 4:1 comes and stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be just piping this woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. What's going to be is that you're going to be guiding her in the way of the Lord, how she needs to be. You see, right? How she needs to be. And guess what? Women are faithless creatures. They got to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And even for the few women and stuff who understand, who understand and whatnot and stuff. Once again, they're the weak vessel. The scripture says that thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You know what I'm saying? Well, if they're the weaker vessel, what you think is finna happen? You see? And it's another sit down that I want to go into, you know what I'm saying, to make a point, you know what I'm saying, because I highly do believe, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be like that, right? So, Salakia. So once again, Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. And guess what? That 7 means completion. You know what I'm saying? For all you women out there, I should be enough. Guess what? That mentality can get you kicked out. You know what I'm saying? In the eyes of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You're not going to be the only female, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be need saving, that the Lord's going to send this woman to. Send this specific woman to the man that you already have. You see, right? That behavior, you know what I'm saying, can get you destroyed. Well, one day and stuff, the Lord is telling this man in a dream, like he did Joseph, or he's telling him, like, rise up, leave, go this way, woo to woo, and he can think that you coming through. The man can think that you coming through, and the Lord keep you in a deep sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to rot, meaning form or work disruption and stuff amongst the other females because you think you need to be numero uno. You see, right? So once again, it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man and stuff. So it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5, it could be 6. You know what I'm saying? It could be 8, 9, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. You know what I'm saying? However much that the Lord is going to put upon you and whatnot and stuff, right? And the thing is that this is still going to be temptation. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened when it came down to King Solomon. He had 1,000 women. He had 700 Israelite women and 300 heathen women and stuff that he was able to have sex on. You know what I'm saying? You see? And the thing is that guess what? They're going to be for the world. They're going to want, if anything comes up and stuff where they can get their lavish life from before, you know what I'm saying? Where they could get that false sense of, we'll get that false sense of independence again and whatnot and stuff. Hey, they'll turn on the Lord. They'll turn on the Lord and go for that. You know what I'm saying? You see? So men, you got to watch out. This is like I remember it was a day that I got suspended for the first time, and I could have got myself out of suspension, but that's not how the Lord wanted it. You know what I'm saying? I was being lazy. I'm just gonna take the suspension. It's my first time, and I was the youngest at a great millstone, Chicago and stuff to be suspended. You know what I'm saying? So and pretty much when you was suspended and stuff, you had to teach on your own, right? And back then you still come to the classes. You know what I'm saying? You still come to the classes. You still, but you wasn't supposed to talk to anybody and stuff. But you know how Jake is, right? When the teacher and stuff is talking about be quiet in the class and stuff, you still whispering and shit, right? So it's like that and stuff, right? But anyways, cause we Jake, hard head and stuff, right? So uh, 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 pretty much, you know what I'm saying, being at El Uriah crib and whatnot and stuff for those who's at the last minute trying to create a sign so they won't be suspended. You know what I'm saying, right? Uh, 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 what happened was that um, what happened was that the brother Joanna, you know what I'm saying, GMS Jedi, I think it's GMS Jedi and stuff. You know what I'm saying, something like that. You know, and pretty much he was talking about Isaiah 4:1. You know what I'm saying, and there was other brothers there too. You know what I'm saying, besides myself and the brother Matatia from GMS Feed the Flock and GMS Des Moines too. You know what I'm saying, he had uh Yawana was like, and then when that Isaiah 4:1 come, we gonna get lots and lots of pussy and whatnot. And then Matati was like, well, guess what, Isaiah 4:1 is still gonna be a test. You know what I'm saying, because the scriptures do say in the book of Sirach, to not have much company with women. You know what I'm saying, because women have their vibration as well. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, uh, um, you're gonna have to stand that and stuff because we don't even know how many women that the Lord's gonna send us. You know what I'm saying? Right? Uh, um, and women, they're picky now and whatnot, but when they life depend upon it and stuff, you know what I'm saying, or say the Lord pops it in their head and stuff and be like, oh, that's right, and woo to woo. A woman ain't gonna care how you look, they ain't gonna care how your body is. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, look, you a man of the Lord, I need to come to you. And it's gonna be certain women and stuff that's gonna go to carnal, go to, in their eyes, they're gonna go to somebody who's swole and got guns and all that shit and stuff, money and stuff, according to this world, or plenty of substance. You know what I'm saying? But what's gonna happen is that when they see that other dude and stuff has that divine hedge and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? She gonna want that. You know what I'm saying? And knowing women and stuff, they still gonna try to play their role. They gonna be like, I'm gonna commit adultery and stuff. I'm gonna be with this swole dude with all much substance, but then I'm gonna also be with this guy and stuff who got divine intervention and whatnot. It's not gonna work that way. You're gonna be a red flag and the Lord's gonna kill you. And you're gonna be an example in the midst of all the other women and stuff, how not to be. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna punish you in front of their faces. You see? Right, so for all you women stuff who thought that you was gonna supplant that way, that's not supplant. That's Ricky. That's knowledge of Ricky, right? So it's like it. Isaiah 4:1. It says, "In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel." So guess what? They're not gonna be sitting up here talking about, oh, we need some money from you. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, um, they're not going to sit up here, oh, we need you to feed us, because a lot of you women and stuff, what are you going to do? You're going to end up stocking up. You know what I'm saying? It says, and wear our own apparel. You ain't finna be asking nobody to be buying you clothes. You ain't gonna be, if you ain't asking us to buy you food or clothes and stuff, then guess what? You ain't gonna be asking us to buy anything else. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says, this all you gonna care about. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Meaning that you'll have to be a wife. And that wife is not like it. That that wife is not gonna be by way of betroth. You know what I'm saying? Betrothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be asking the Lord, it's like, Lord, can she be my wife and whoop the whoop? When she's right there and you can have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? As long as that is not forbidden. The thing is that it's gonna be up to the man. Cause what does this sound like? This sound like a bargain. This looks like a barter system right here. They're advertising themselves. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this, that, and the third for me. I got this. What's that song? I love it when she say, it's cool, I got it. Ooh, I got it. I got it. I love it when she say, right? Got a little, you know what I'm saying? Right, from Neo, right? I love it when she say, it's cool, I got it. Ooh, I got it. I got it. I love it when she say, it's cool, I got it. Ooh, I got it. Right? That's how you women gonna be. You know You know what I'm saying? You're going to be just like that. And all you're going to want to do is be underneath the name of that man, that elect man. You see? That's what you're going to want to be. And that only way that you can do it is through sex, right? So what does this mean? This means that you're going to have to see if the man wants you. Wants you. You see? You're going to have to see if that man wants you. Your deceitful ways are not going to work. You see? You know? You know? Women trying to force themselves and whatnot and stuff. The scripture says, uh, 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 the scripture says well, it just left my mind. You know, I mean, this video been going on for a long time anyways and stuff, but the thing is that's how it's going to be. And this is Zechariah 8:23. You know, marriage is through sex. You know what I'm saying? But if that man don't want you, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing you can do. Oh, we have a baby together. That doesn't mean anything. You see? We had sex in the past, so that gotta mean for something and stuff. It's like, well, you fucking somebody else. You still want fucking me and you still want fucking. You fuck somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I'm done. You know what I'm saying? You know? And then that's when the tears gonna come, and I think it was the brother from GMS Judgment is here. You know what I'm saying? The priest, Sha'ar, right? He that means he has to be Levi. He had to sit down and stuff where it's like these women they can cry and they can be crying seriously, you know. They can cry in seriousness, you know what I'm saying, you know, and you like because they know they fucked up, but yet still be lying. They pretty much what the crocodile tears. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can, but the thing is that they can cry in sincerity, you know what I'm saying? In sincerity and stuff, but yet still be lying, you know? And Apostle Kabar, what he said, we're going to have to beat women off us and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, and when women can't have their way, look how they are in relationships. If they can't have their way and stuff, guess what? They want to put their hands. Most domestic violence and stuff is through women, not through men. It's through women. It's just that the man and stuff has the power to kill her. You know what I'm saying? You know, or overpower her and stuff, no matter what his size is. You see, you know, uh, 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 um, you know, and when he say that we're gonna have to beat women off us and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I can see that. I can see that. You know, I can see that. You know, most women are not gonna just be sitting up there trying to take no for the answer and stuff. They're gonna try to find any way and stuff. You know what I'm saying, to get you, but they won't be able to do it by way of the government. They're not gonna be able to do that. You see, you know, and then guess what? The part of taking, I know Isaiah 57:1 and stuff is referring to somebody who's being lifted up into the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? You know, but uh, 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 you know, speaking as a man, it can also go well. Or in this sense, I believe that a lot of women that's going to try to get men locked up, you know what I'm saying, who are men that you're going to be seeking for in that day, you know, that's going to be the Lord taking the mercy away from you. You know what I'm saying? Because the mercy is not going to be you picking up the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and reading for yourself and trying to remember everything that the apostle said and whatnot, right? You know, or this individual that you was listening to said and stuff. It's not going to just be that. You know, I mean, you ain't gonna be able to do that anyways, because Job 39:17 says that he deprives you of all wisdom. So this is also another reason why you're gonna need a man. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is gonna be dealing with Israelite men that He have chose. You know what I'm saying? You know, He's gonna deal with them. Why? Because a man is the head. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, when you set up heads and whatnot, like it when it come down to Moses. When you set up heads and whatnot and stuff, it's because anyone that was underneath them, You know what I'm saying? This is the reason for the ranking system. So anybody who's higher than the lower rank and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? What happens is that they deal with the next rank down, and the next rank down deals with woo to woo. You know what I'm saying, right? And it deals with whatever issues and problems in the next rank down and stuff. They handle it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You see, where the only thing that a higher up is doing and stuff is just trying to check to see the status of what's going on, and that's what them different levels of ranking is for. You see, right? Right. So the Lord deals with the head. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending you all these women, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, he ain't gonna ask what the status is and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much it's like if he came to check to see if everything was all good and whatnot, if the house was being put in order and whatnot and stuff, what he's gonna do is that he's gonna come to the man. He ain't gonna come to the woman and stuff and be like, oh, skip him, I'm coming to you. No, he gonna come to the man. You see? So women that's going to get men of the Lord killed, women that's going to get men of the Lord jumped, you know what I'm saying, or locked up and whatnot and stuff. That's the Lord making sure you don't have no chance at mercy and stuff, because the man is going to be the one you're going to need understanding, because they could have whatever Bible and books, you know what I'm saying, Bibles and stuff in bookstores and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, but it's going to be a man of the Lord who's going to have the secrets, who's going to have the understanding, you know what I'm saying. So when that when the famine of word and stuff comes to a close, you know what I'm saying, and that prophecy is still taking place, you know what I'm saying, not come to a close, but when it's still taking place where you can't receive righteousness and whatnot, right? The thing is that a lot of men, when that comes to pass and stuff, it's already happening and stuff, but when it's at its fullest, you know what I'm saying, right? You know, if you put men in those messed up situations and stuff, the Lord is not going to lead you to a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is Zechariah 8:23, and this goes for you heathens as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know. This is Zechariah chapter 8, verse 23. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. It says, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations. It says, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, not Jewish, that is a Jew. Because if you go to them Khazars and stuff, guess what? You through. It says, unless you run into, because some of them can be Jake. Some of them could be. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said that he scattered us and mixed us. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the heathens and stuff, right? Full blood and spirited heathens and stuff. Some of them down there in who call themselves Jewish and the rabbis and Israelis, some of them can actually be fucking Jakes. They can be Jakes. Some of them can be Jakes. You know what I'm saying? But that's like trying to that's like trying to find the needle in the haystack, you see, right? So this is it says even shall take hold of him of a skirt. So like it says, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that Yahweh is with you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the heathens too. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like when it come down to Matrix Reloaded, Neo and Trinity was on the elevator and stuff, right? And they was so thirsty to get it on, but when they got to their floor, Trinity saw all those people out there because they knew that Neo was returning, and they came out with all their gifts. And what was they saying? They were saying for those who were still asleep, those who were still not woken up, they was praying for them. You know what I'm saying? They was asking Neo, it's like, since you got this power and whatnot, and we see that you the one, and pretty much that the Lord is with you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Can you protect such and such and stuff who's still in the matrix, who have not woken up yet? Can you do this? Can you do that? You see? And that's how it's gonna be with a lot of individuals. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You're gonna have whole families. It's gonna be certain women that you're not gonna be able to have sex with and stuff because her husband is with her, but her husband is also looking for guidance so he can maintain his household. You see, with his kids and his children. You know what I'm saying? You might they might have a daughter and stuff of marriageable age. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about older than 12 for you weak-minded motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? He might have a 20-year-old and whatnot and stuff, or 18-year-old, 17-year-old and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And hoping that y'all kick it off or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You see? You know? Because in arranged marriages and stuff, you will be supplied by both of the in arranged marriages, whatever power of the whatever power that the father holds of the female, and whatever power that the other father holds over the male and whatnot and stuff, you get both of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a lot of arranged marriages and stuff to have some sort of hedge. Like that 6-year-old girl in Afghanistan who was sold to some grown ass man for £1,000. And what was that? What was the hedge? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you my daughter, 6-year-old daughter, who probably can't even carry 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give my 6-year-old daughter to this grown ass man, right? And their laws have changed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about them being 12. They not even fucking ovulate yet. They're still children. You know what I'm saying, right? And guess what? They can marry onto them. This is the heathens. So the thing is that you'll have shit. And pretty much the hedge was that man and stuff who was able to give them money and stuff in exchange and stuff. She had to give up the 6-year-old daughter. Not that grown ass, big ass son she had, you know what I'm saying? The 6-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? And this was the mother. This was the mother who was talking. Not the father. Whatever the fuck he was. It was the mother who was on this. See? Right? But anyways, once again and stuff, and we're gonna have heathen women coming this way as well. They're gonna be trying to see if they Jake. You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna be trying to see if they can get covered. You know what I'm saying? What was it? When it come down to, it's gonna be the same way in Book of Eli. When she saw that Denzel Washington, who played as Eli in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Right? When he whooped all 5 of those guys and stuff who was trying to take from his bag and stuff because they was low in supplies, and they was using her as bait, right? When she saw that and stuff, she was like, "Can I come with you?" And he told her ass no, and that's gonna be judgment for a lot of you women. You're gonna be alone. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna deal with. You ain't gonna be like in that movie where they was in that bunker and all those guys was trying to have sex with that one female and whatnot and stuff, and you gonna try to escape and woo. A lot of you women and stuff, if you get ravaged by multiple men, you're gonna stay there because you're gonna be like, this is protection. I got 5 guys protecting me. And a lot of you all use sex just to get your way anyways and stuff. So guess what's gonna happen? You ain't gonna mind. You ain't gonna mind. You OnlyFans and you having sex with multiple guys and whatnot and stuff instead of money. You gonna want protection. And if it's 5 guys and they all want to take turns on you, you know what I'm saying, or be at the same time with you, you know what I'm saying, right? You gonna do it because it's nothing new than what you've been doing already. But you see, the woman that's in that situation who doesn't get delivered from that and stuff, you not part of the elect. You see, you know, you know. So it's lucky. I know that it's been long and whatnot and stuff, but I want to get this video because this is how it's gonna be, right? All right. So here's the video. It's from Ratchet and Clank Deadlock. You know what I'm saying? And which is an awesome game. It's working right, let's I'm gonna play the video and stuff, and you know I know it's going to be a lot of people want to pick and choose, the little negativity and stuff that for certain words and stuff. Because remember, it's a game, but at the same time, uh, uh, what's going to happen is that when it come down to real life and stuff, the Zechariah 8:23, the Isaiah 4:1, the Isaiah 32:2, the Isaiah 13:12 and whatnot and stuff. In a sense, this is how it's going to be. We're going to be looked upon as losers. But as soon as shit get hectic and stuff, and the Lord shows His hedge, like He says in Psalms 110:3, my people shall be willing the day of Thy power. You know what I'm saying, right? When the Lord gives us spiritual powers or shows that He's with us and stuff, when it come down to that spiritual hedge, this is how a lot of women gonna be. This is how a lot of niggas that looked at you as a goofy or lame and stuff, or thought they can set you up or do you dirty and stuff, they gonna try to turn over a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you had family members who didn't believe you and whatnot, guess what? They gonna turn a new leaf, just like how you gonna see Courtney Gears. You see, right? So I'm gonna play the video and close it out.
In a world where dreams come bigger than life and passions run wild in the streets. Baby,
I'm not your baby.
One psychotic killing machine dared to reach for the stars. This holiday season, Pox Entertainment brings you the heartwarming true story of one exterminator's rise to glory. From lowly beginnings as a high school math teacher.
But baby, I'm giving these kids the gift of learning.
You're pathetic. Get out of my sight.
And what's crazy is that I didn't see this, but you see that the atoms and that's pretty much a monkey and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And it says equals, and you see the mushroom cloud and stuff from the explosion. A lot of you women out there is gonna be like, oh, I gotta go to him. Bitch, get burned then. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that the different thoughts that you women have and stuff, he gotta be spoiled, he gotta be slanging and dangling, he gotta be rich, he gotta have other power and whatnot and stuff. What's gonna happen is that in the kingdom, you're not gonna be like that. He gonna have all that. Your body's gonna be changed at that too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you women and stuff, yeah, y'all fit. You know what I'm saying? But your attitude is nasty as hell. That's what makes you ugly. You could have a big booty, you can have big titties. You know what I'm saying? You can have that pomegranate bottle from Jewel Osco type body and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That Coca-Cola glass bottle body and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could have a whole bunch of money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still in a defiled body. You still in a weak body and whatnot and stuff. And last I remember, in Isaiah the 3rd chapter and stuff, it talks about women being fat being fat, no booty. You know what I'm saying? Who ugly as hell unless they platter themselves with makeup. You know what I'm saying? We see what you're doing when it comes down to these Instagram Photoshops. You know what I'm saying? That's why certain places in Texas and stuff, they banning that shit. You know what I'm saying? For this false advertising and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right? A lot of you women ain't shit, even if you are, even if the face is there and even if the body is there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But more than likely and stuff, the walls ain't there. You know what I'm saying? There's no tread on that tire. You know what I'm saying? And tread on the tire and stuff is the grip. And y'all don't have that. You see? Y'all don't have that. Y'all trying to do surgery to get this shit back and whatnot and get blown out again. You know what I'm saying? And you just ruining your body and stuff. Well, I need this and I need that and stuff. Well, guess what? A man of the Lord doesn't need you to get saved. He don't need no Israelite woman to get saved. You know what I'm saying? You see? He don't need no heathen woman to get saved. And guess what? We don't need Israelite women just to bring back the 2/3. We can deal with all heathen women. If the Lord had it where you Israelite women wasn't gonna change and whatnot and stuff, right? And y'all was just all of y'all would be like just speaking as a man. So if all the women that's Israel, no matter how they look, was 2/3, the Lord would kill you all off. You know what I'm saying? And we will be dealing with the heathen women, all concubines. And guess what? You 2/3 Israelite women will be brought back through our lineage. You know what I'm saying? You see, your mother will be that of a heathen and whatnot and stuff, right? And that's when your ass will be born. You see, just to let you know and stuff, right? Right. Right. So all you women and stuff, self-entitled and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let that continue to be a stumbling block upon you and stuff. You're going to be highly upset, you know what I'm saying, when that doesn't work for you. When shaking your ass don't do nothing. When people see, when we see and stuff, you know what I'm saying, what's underneath that weave, what's underneath that wig, you know what I'm saying, we see how you really look underneath all that makeup. You know what I'm saying? You see? Some of you y'all put the makeup on and stuff, you know what I'm saying, as if you a damn drag queen nowadays. You see? Like that commercial with the Google account security and stuff, and you got that drag queen, which is a whole dude and stuff. Some of you females, your makeup is like that. You see? When that shit is gone and stuff, motherfuckers gonna see the burning, the ugliness. You know? Right, and then guess what? Every man that rejects you and stuff, that's part of the part of the elect and whatnot. You gonna slide over to the Simps, and the Simps gonna be happy as hell because now they finna get some coaching, right? Some blown out meat, right? So this is
To spectacular success as a homicide.
right. So he was a teacher. She left him, said that he was pathetic and whatnot and stuff. But when he got rich, let's see what she said.
But baby, I'm giving these kids the gift of learning.
You're pathetic. Get out of my sight.
To spectacular success as a homicidal sports superstar.
We're rich. I love you, Reactor. I was always there for you.
And the Sims gonna be the only ones who take these whole stuff and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? Now, if, once again, the Lord is the Father of the spirits. If he put it in our spirit and stuff to want to take this woman back and stuff, by no deceit, you know what I'm saying? Because look, if you women trying to trick it, you know what I'm saying, if you trying to trick a motherfucker and stuff, you got to look at it this way. You fear the eyes of men. You don't fear the eyes of the Lord. So you're going to have to come straight up, because other than that, you could be having sex with this man, sucking and slobbering all over him and whatnot and stuff, and still not be part of the elect woman and stuff, because you leaned upon your own understanding of how you thought you was going to achieve salvation. You see? A lot of you women going to think that it's going to be within your own grasp. And the Lord already set it up on how it had to be, and how individually you would have to be as a woman and stuff in order to be saved. Because guess what? Everybody walking one path that's only dedicated to that one individual, where somebody else can't just walk on that path and stuff and be like, I'm with him. No, it don't work that way. This ain't no backstage pass and stuff, and the security guard is asking you and stuff who all with you. That's not what it is. You got to do your own. You got to have your own pass. You see? And we're all just trying to see if we have a pass for ourselves. You see? So you're going to have to come the correct way. If you women come a different way and whatnot and stuff, you are not going to make it. You see? And brother Elder Uriah, he said this, and this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? What if, the Lord returned? You had all these women and whatnot, women that was doing you dirty, women that woo the woo and stuff. She trying to, we gon' control this man and whatnot, or they were still into their witchcraft, sex and magic. You know what I'm saying? And several different things and whatnot and stuff to have control of the man. The Lord don't want women like that, right? He don't want women like that. I need to keep my man in check. You know what I'm saying? I need to control him. He need to be towards my means. He got to be wrapped around my finger. The Lord ain't taking none of you women like that, because that means that you not fully agree with the program. You see, right? If you women don't come right and stuff, you're gonna be destroyed. So, Elder Uriah, this is what he said. He said that it's like, what if the Lord come back and stuff, and you finna get beamed up, you know what I'm saying? But he over there like, all right, you got two women You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got more women and whatnot and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? He was just saying, hypothetically speaking and stuff, right? What if you got two women? One was just doing you dirty, didn't want to fucking listen, didn't want to do this, didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Thought she was entitled to everything and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Pleased to dwell with you and stuff because she gets to get her way and stuff, right? Right? Or something like that. You know, being like Stella, you know what I'm saying, right? Uh, Being like Stella, uh, and then you had that one woman and stuff, and she was doing what you wanted her to do. That's not your mom. That's not your sister. That's what if it's of your father or your mother, which is not your son, which is not your father, your uncle, or your nephew. Not forbidden marriage like that and stuff, right? All you women out there who on that son husband spirit and whatnot and stuff, you're through. You know what I'm saying? Because that demon is gonna take you to higher heights. You know what I'm saying? You see, deceivableness. You know what I'm saying? Right? You're gonna be deceived. But you had that one female and stuff, which is righteous marriage. You know what I'm saying? Righteous marriage. And you had that one female, she was doing what you were saying and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right? Not just doing what you were saying and stuff, but doing what you were saying and following your lead and whatnot and stuff was also put her in the pathway of obedience according to the Lord of the lane that the Lord has given unto an Israelite woman, right? Right? The Lord sit up here and be like, who treated you better and stuff? And you looking at the one who treated you better and whatnot and stuff, be like, all right, that's it. You and her, y'all come up in this chariot and stuff, and the one who's doing you dirty, she get left on the ground. And you women don't look far enough. You think that ass and your coochie and stuff is gonna save you. It's not. You know what I'm saying, right? But as you can tell and stuff, she was like, you pathetic, you this, you that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But when the Lord starts showing those miracles and who he's for, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be like this. We're gonna be the richest motherfuckers, even though we don't have no money in the bank. We gonna be like this. Lord, and for some reason stuff, he keeps guiding us to places where there's food and water. You know what I'm saying? No matter what trouble and stuff that's out there and danger and stuff, you know what I'm saying, he still got us. He always deliver us out of the hands of the fowler. You know what I'm saying? Which can be a man, woman, or a child. You see? Because great betrayal is coming too. And it's going to be based off having substance in people's holds, man. You see? And as she was, you pathetic, this, that, and third and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? They gonna come back. They gonna come back on some I'm sorry. And just like how she was.
Share spectacular success as a homicidal sports superstar.
We're rich.
We're rich. After she was finna walk out the door. And in real life and whatnot and stuff, they just saying, not real life, but even in real life and whatnot and stuff, more than likely and stuff, if he left, you know what I'm saying, he went to go get that job as a Terminator and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that shit took time. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. And a lot of them was getting kidnapped in the first place and stuff to be on that channel and stuff, because a lot of them have collars that if they tried to leave and stuff was going to explode and they was going to die. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? So the thing is they was prisoners and whatnot, but they was on a show and they became famous, a legal show by Gleeman Vox. You know what I'm saying? A shark. And here it is and stuff. He was making money and stuff. What she do? We're rich. I love you, Reactor. I was always there for you. That's what a lot of you women gonna be. Y'all gonna be like that. Y'all gonna be like that. Most definitely be like that. You know why? Because you think that men ain't shit, but when the Lord shows that you ain't shit, you know what I'm saying, and he cares for the men more, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he cares for Israelite women as well. Don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when he shows that his attention is more towards the Israelite man, you know what I'm saying? You all gonna switch like that. You see?
Love love you, Reactor. I was always there for you.
Share
You
the
know,
dream.
remember the time ex-girlfriend come knocking on the door? Who is it? You know what I'm saying? She ain't saying shit. You know, she wants you to open that door. She out there with little kids and babies and stuff with multiple niggas and shit and stuff, and she over there like, I need your help. You know what I'm saying? What does it's not Big Job. It's not Big Job, it's another guy and stuff who be in his videos. You know what I'm saying? You know, he be like, oh, he be like that. Jay Horn, I think his name is. Jay Horn. And he do skits and stuff when she leaves it on purpose. And you also had this other female and stuff, you know, she is on Worldside Hip Hop. She came with her baby in her hand, you know what I'm saying, you know, and on her arm holding her and stuff, you know what I'm saying. And she was like, oh, I need my woo-woo, making a fuss and whatnot. What you want? She let me in. I need to get my stuff. And he recording like, look, this is all her stuff right here. I already searched out the house. Ain't nothing here. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she trying to get in the house and whatnot and stuff. Because you know what women be on. They be on some, you going to have to force me and whatnot and stuff. And if you put your hands on them and stuff, then guess what? They're going to try to use that. You know what I'm saying, as you know, I was in self-defense and whatnot. They're going to try to say that it was some type of physical abuse. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them in the house. What they're going to do is that, you know, she came to the door and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? And he was like, man, what you want? What you want? You know what I'm saying? He go, all your stuff, all the shit and stuff. Ain't nothing else here for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she was like, can I have some dick? You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And a lot of women and stuff are gonna use sex to get in. You know what I'm saying? With no thought process of trying to change their ways. You see? Those are red flags. You see? Those are women that the Lord is gonna bring around, elect men and stuff to do more offenses just so he can have all the more reason and stuff to put them to death or neglect them. You see? You know? Right? Right?
Live the legend of Reactor.
Right. Right. So I hope this video was edifying. I like and veering off.